Your brain is not lazy, it's efficient, and that distinction is going to change how you think about every hard thing you've been avoiding. Here's what's actually happening every time you sit down to do something difficult and just don't. Your brain runs a calculation before every single action. Expected effort versus expected reward. If the reward feels distant or uncertain, the brain kills the effort before it starts. Not because you're weak, because your brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do: conserve energy for things that are worth it. The problem is that your brain is running this calculation using old hardware in a new world. It wasn't built for studying for an exam 3 months away. It wasn't built for building a business that pays off in 2 years. It was built for immediate, visible, guaranteed returns. Hunt the animal, eat the food, survive the day. So when you can't make yourself study or work or train, that's not a character flaw, that's a calibration problem. And calibration problems have calibration solutions. Here's how you actually fix it. The first technique is shrinking the effort perception. Your brain doesn't resist hard things as much as it resists things that feel large and undefined. Study for the exam feels enormous. Read 1 page feels like nothing. They both move you forward, but only one of them gets past the brain's effort calculator without triggering resistance. So make the starting task almost embarrassingly small. Not go to the gym, put on your shoes. Not write the essay, write 1 sentence. Not clean the apartment, clear 1 surface. The goal isn't to trick yourself, it's to get past the starting resistance with so little friction that your brain doesn't bother fighting it. And once you're started, momentum takes over. You almost never stop at 1 page, but you have to get past the gate first. The second technique is moving the reward closer. Your brain doesn't respond well to rewards it can't see or feel right now. A degree 3 years away is real, but neurologically invisible right now. So you manufacture immediate rewards and attach them directly to the effort. Finish a 25-minute work block? Make your coffee. Finish a workout? Watch the episode you've been saving. Complete the chapter? Take the walk you actually enjoy. This isn't bribery, this is recalibrating the effort-reward equation in real time, so your brain starts associating hard work with immediate positive feeling instead of just distant, abstract payoff. Do this consistently and something shifts. The work itself starts to feel good because your brain has been conditioned to expect a reward on the other side of it. The third technique is the one most people skip, and it's probably the most powerful long-term. Build an effort identity. James Clear and decades of behavioral psychology research show the same thing. Behavior follows identity, not the other way around. You don't act your way into believing something, you believe your way into acting consistently, which means the stories you tell about yourself matter more than your to-do list. Start saying out loud to yourself, "I'm the kind of person who does hard things." Not "I'm trying to be," not "I want to be," I am. Present tense. Your brain is constantly scanning for evidence that confirms your self-concept. When you identify as someone who does hard things, quitting starts to feel inconsistent with who you are. Showing up starts to feel like the natural thing. This takes time, but it compounds in a way that no productivity hack ever will. The fourth technique is contrast. Do something harder first. Cold shower before the work session. 10 minutes of intense exercise before sitting down to study. A difficult phone call before the task you've been avoiding. When you do something genuinely hard first, everything after it recalibrates by comparison. The essay that felt impossible now feels manageable because your brain just survived something worse. You've essentially moved the baseline of what hard means for the next hour. This works because difficulty is relative, not absolute. Your brain doesn't experience hard things on a fixed scale. It experiences them relative to what just came before. Use that. The fifth technique is removing the alternative entirely. Willpower is a finite resource, and you will lose the battle eventually if the easy option is always sitting there. So stop relying on willpower and start relying on architecture. Phone in another room, not face down on the desk, another room. Work in a space where there's nothing else to do. Tell someone what you're working on so the social cost of quitting becomes real. Delete the app during work hours. Make the hard thing the only available thing. This isn't about being extreme, it's about understanding that your environment is either working for you or against you right now. And for most people, it's working against them by design. Here's the full system in one place. Break the task down until the first step feels almost too easy. Attach an immediate reward to completing it. Tell yourself you're the kind of person who does hard things. Do one harder thing first to recalibrate your baseline, and remove the easy alternative so hard becomes the default. None of this requires motivation. None of it requires you to feel ready. It just requires you to understand that your brain isn't your enemy. It's just running an old calculation with bad inputs. Change the inputs and watch what happens to the output. If this video gave you something useful, share it with one person who needs it. That's honestly the biggest thing you can do to help this channel grow. We're just getting started here, and every single subscriber genuinely matters to us. If you want more content like this every week, hit subscribe. We're building something real here, and we'd love to have you with us from the beginning.